Challenges in leadership and in life are inevitable and necessary, but suffering is not. So how do some break free of inner punishment while others simply struggle and endure? Well, the difference has little to do with whatever challenges you encounter and everything to do with your method for engaging whatever challenges you encounter. Most people don't even have a method. They feel like they're drowning in over their head, simply victims to the circumstances of life. Some people try traditional methods of development, expending lots of effort to overcome their inner struggle by controlling their behavior or their mindset. But few get access to and then apply the method to actually free themselves from their inner struggle altogether. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you the 3-step method to do just that. But first, I'm going to introduce you to these 3 essential principles: the big trap, the secret key, and the vital commit. The vast majority of most personal and leadership development out there is going to leave you right into the big trap, which is attempting to avoid, overcome, or solve your problems before growing from them. So take this example. If every time you come across a body of water, you either walk around it, boat across it, or build a bridge over it, you'll never learn how to swim. In the same way, the ingenious tactics that we use to avoid, overcome, and solve our problems can prevent us from learning how to swim in the waters of life and from growing in the most fun. Fortunately, there's a secret key to learning how to grow. Secret is that true growth is completely effortless. In fact, if you're utilizing effort, it's a sure tell sign that you're working against your own growth. Now, here's the key. All that's needed to grow from any experience in life is to experience it fully. Fully experiencing means not falling into the big trap. It means refraining from the urge to do something about what's challenging and learn how to be with it without reacting. Once you know the secret key, there's a choice to make. And I call it the vital commit, which is the commitment to experience life fully so that you grow fully from it. There's no more powerful positive feedback loop than this. The more you fully experience life, the more you grow from it. The more you grow, the more vitally alive you become. So it all begins with noticing when you're falling into the big trap. That is, when you are attempting to avoid, overcome, or solve your problems before you've actually grown from them. These are the ways that you're resisting your own experience, denying your growth, and ultimately creating unnecessary suffering for yourself. Consider this analogy. You're driving in your car, heading down the road, in this case, the road of your life. Of course, if you're moving along at all, you have a foot on the gas. In this case, the gas is all the things that inspire, motivate, and fulfill you, the things that gives you energy and propels you forward. But in this case, you don't just have a foot on the gas, you also have one on the brakes. That's all the ways that you're holding yourself back. Judgment, the self-doubt, it's what slows you down. Well, that's kind of what it's like in our inner world. There are the ways that we help ourselves, and there are the ways that we hold ourselves back. The way that we hold ourselves back is the source of our inner struggle. Obviously, having a foot on both the gas and the brakes is a waste of energy, making it way harder than it has to be to roll down the road of life. Now, most approaches answer this challenge with tactics that are akin to just putting more pressure on the gas, with a focus on giving more energy and effort to the things that move you forward in a way that simply overpowers the energy that you're giving to the brakes so that you speed up instead of slow down. Now, using this kind of tactic, you will speed up for some time, but even if you feel like you overcome your inner struggle at first, it hasn't really gone anywhere. So when you are successful in overcoming what's holding you back, and this is the direct aim or goal of most personal and leadership development approaches, you've actually led yourself right into the big trap. You're still working against yourself with your foot on the brakes. You're still resisting life and therefore unable to grow fully from your experience. And you're always going to need to expend that extra energy in order to overcome it. It's not a sustainable approach. In the true leadership approach, we don't focus on the gas. Rather, we focus on learning how to let off of the brakes. In other words, learning how to cease our resistance to life and how to regain the powerful energy and vitality that we lose by working against ourselves. It's a commitment to working smart, not hard, and in effect, moving down the road of life by releasing effort, not making more of it. That's a lot easier and a lot more sustainable in the long run. So that's why we start with our focus on the brakes. And since letting off of the brakes requires you to first know when you are on them, the next step is taking an honest inventory of all the ways that you are working against yourself, creating the inner struggle that's holding you back. So continue on now to the next module, where I'll introduce you to the honest intake.